level of mastery.
You have found
Get the link now.
already met.
If that is the truth, then your work must stop.
Alright. Alright. Let's see. Alright. So, we need to decide what we're going to do. I suppose now I need to... Here we go. I may have made a small error. There we go. Okay. Hey there, Wings. How's it going? Struggling to get awake. That's how I'm doing today. Alright. So... we have to decide what we're going to do next. We have to sort out the defenses of the new cities. We have to buff them. And we're going to get Roots of Genesis in. Good stuff all around. So what I want to do most is I want to go hit up all the towers and get an army into Arcanus. Alright, look at all of this. I want to get an army into Arcanus and hunt for any low nodes, layers, that sort of thing over there. Alright. Oh, look at that. The Sacred Ancient froze it. You can do that now. That was strange. I guess it's a random chance. Well. Well, good luck with your bench presses tomorrow. No. Wait, where is this city? Okay. Let's see, I need a touch of... I'm just gonna throw an ice bolt at you. The web would only last one turn anyway. Oh, there was still one there. Gotcha. I know they do. But what else is the archer gonna do? They shot everything else first. Oh, hey! I could make my stack even scarier. Alright, there we go. Let's see, you guys can make a bunch of stuff. There you go. Okay, great. Terrain? So I think I gained 236, or 39. Not that great, but the world didn't exactly have a lot of forests in it now, did it? Okay, now what we're gonna do... Meld. Okay. There's a few liches over here. Let's see, summoning circle. I think I'll make a ghost. Melt that. Make a ghost. Guard that, would you? Alright, let's hit this tower first. Liches! I have almost no experience with them. I remember using them in more stuff, but, looks like they're fast casting. I'm used to the concept of witches being like the strongest things in a fantasy world, but these guys, they're only middling. I can handle them. Man. Alright, you know what, guys, just go. You guys can handle this. I don't need to cast spells at them. Since I don't have Flame Strike still. Would have sure cleaned things up real quick, though, if I had. Ah, shit. Well, now you unbuffed them again. Hate that. Yeah, I think a Death Conjurer might be an interesting thing to play. Nope, wait. I don't want you rezzing another one. Okay. Petrify! And... oh. Why? Why is she angry? Ooh, there's something that we haven't taken. We're gonna visit that. Alright, let's see. Why do you always say no to an alliance? I guess I can let her have this. Alright, let's see. I think we want to hit this over here. Many Krakens! You think we can handle that? It's a good question. They are big. But you know what? We have stuff. Alright. They are pretty good. They are pretty good. I really like the new Great Worm sprite. It's amazing. Alright, that takes care of most of them. No sense in letting my Autochton worm take a bunch of damage. It does not regenerate. Transmute equipment. Transmute equipment? Well, honestly, I don't actually have a use for this spell. In this particular game. Alright. Jeez. Doing a lot of damage, aren't you? Alright. I think this is enough War Troll to handle you. Hey, John, how's it going? They might be permanently killing some of my trolls with all this. I can't use blur against them. I think I'll just steal a turn from you. Yeah, I think so. And let's see. Alright, no matter how I cut it, I'm just gonna have to take your turn away. What's going on? Why are we losing to the Archliches in melee? You're War Trolls. You should be splattering them. Alright, well, I'll add a Blazing March. I don't know why we're struggling so hard. You don't have some kind of buff to the entire team, do you? No, I didn't think so. Mini mod, huh? That is the question. What mod? Alright, you guys need a couple of turns to heal before you fight any further. Just rest up, me hearties. was actually a really tough fight. Abundance! We finally got abundance. We finally got abundance. That is insanely powerful. Going from these horrible deserts to paradises. Let's see. Okay. Adding a ghost. By the way, it seems unanimous. I don't think I've ever had a vote go unanimous before. For Dune 2 as the next game. Well, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go splat. My worms are leveling up. It's crazy. There we go. I'm just gonna... Oh no, I'm running out of mana crystals. Oh no. Wait, no I'm not. That's just how much he could cast. Yeah, I think we should go take a break over here. Okay. Yeah, we've got tons of mana crystals. According to the file I've got, it's 15 hours. So yeah, all three of the games that were up were all short ones. Oops. Alright. Cool. Thunderbird. Junk. It's a nice sword. Okay, let's see. One for there. Okay, I can put one over here. Right now, things are kind of a total mess. I'll just put two of you there. Alright. Quick, move the summoning circle over here. Oh, I'm out of casting for the moment. We have abundance, finally. I'm really happy about that, actually. That's great to finally have. Alright. We need more casting skill, so much more casting skill. And we need to keep hitting these towers. No sign of any extra books or retorts or anything. Ah, you're the final face, are you? Oh. Rajak. Okay, looks like we permanently lost two of our ultimate war trolls in those fights. Let me see, I'll put this here. I'll distribute you to there. I'll put one of these here. Alright, I guess I'll send you all north. Oh, I want to hit this right now. But I don't necessarily want to deal with you. It's a world full of stuff! Alright, I will peaceably step over here for the moment. Let's see, I'll go for that one next. No, why can't you move? Oh wow, this army was absolutely devastated. That's okay too. Let's see, the worm is gonna join up with them. As for you guys, I'll just double up. Our defenses are just gonna be kinda non-standard from here. Just whatever I happen to have lying around, I guess. Okay. So not much left of you three. I'll send you over here and split you up. Did I? Hold on a second. Oh, okay, yes. Alright, you can just sit there. Okay. A lot of little things to track in a lot of places. Okay. Well, now. We have all these new cities, and we have this amazing new spell. More food, more population. We need to change terrain a ton to undesert things. But, yeah. And our skill is skyrocketing now with all of this. And the world is turning into trees. Which is actually to everybody's benefit. It's probably benefiting the AI as much as it is me. Maybe more. If they don't have nature. Oh! You added some trains to Transport Tycoon? Neat. I really like Transport Tycoon. Okay. Cloud giants. Oh no! Well, we can fix that if I'm careful. Okay, they've got a lot of ammo. I'm not sure what the best way to handle this situation is. Can't get them with the Conjure Pact. Should I just wait for them to run out of ammo? Probably not. Damn! Well, I won't be bringing the worm back now. I guess elemental armor doesn't count against these guys. Oh, this is a big problem now. Ah, losing the worm hurts. I might lose this fight. I don't... Oh man, this is a tough one. Can I convince you to shoot the water elemental? Drunk on it. I really didn't want to lose that worm. I'm surprised the web holds more than a turn. Well, at least we're not going to lose the whole thing. Survival instinct. Well, that'll make future worms a little bit better. Okay, you're one turn away from striking that. Let's see, there's an Aether Lord, Angels, Great Worms. Alright. I don't think the goblins deserve abundance. As I really don't have a way to curb their insane rebel rates. So annoyed I lost that worm. There's only one left. Alright. Let's see. No more drought for you. Over there. Let's go hit that one next. Secrets of Earth lore. Hellhounds. The water walking. Venom. All right. Well. Oh no, it can't move. Doesn't say anything about taking away merging. But it looks like it took the merging away. Oh, it's so weird to see a great worm shuttling across the ground like that. Alright, well, what can you do? Really, I don't know a whole lot about the vials. There was something interesting Cerevi added at some point. Oh yeah, wait a minute. I could just do this instead of playing this with them. Now suddenly they have to think about attacking. No, my last worm! That's okay, we can still revive him. Oh good, he's recovered his ability to teleport. Gaia's Blessing! Oh, there it is. Gaia's Blessing. The big one. Even more important than abundance. In fact, it will undesert the land on its own. It reduces unrest. It's just good. Every turn it'll undesert things on its own. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, what I really want to do is hunt Arcanus. I wish I could get permission from the locals so I don't have to start a war over it. Like I care what you think. I've got too many spells I need to cast now. Alright, let's start with... Okay. Followed by... And then... Oh yeah, these over here. Definitely these two over here next. Trolls desire dragon meat. Let's give it to them. Oops. Oh well. Oh, now you're being annoying. Some arrows have a higher attack than the giants did. The cloud giants? They broke the web in one turn. Hurricane. Might as well two. It's a lot of death books and a touch of life. I kind of want to... Well, let's just look around. Oh, hey, a freebie. Well, of course I'll pay this a visit. Never know, they have bows. They're actually doing damage. Ah, fine, I got Hurricane. What are you gonna do about that, huh? Why play fair? Let's see. I don't imagine that they're gonna kill the worm in a hurricane, but you never know with RNG. Strange things can happen. I'll throw some more boars down. Boars are really struggling with these guys. Alright, a new fine city. Let's see, I'll put one of you there, I'll put one of you there. I guess I'll just leave you there. Sure, why not? Okay. I still got a few towers on this side of the board. We'll get our armies together and visit those soon. Hold on, we got one city on this plane now. Okay. We'll go seeking treasure and stuff, but we'll leave behind a spider. You guys like the desert, huh? Well, too bad. Your desert's gonna go away now. So let's stick together. What's this? Yeah, look at how much they've been struggling. Because of the Khan the Conqueror, coupled with everything else. With all the droughts. Alright, go get them. If I could get the Windwalkers, it would make it a heck of a lot easier to visit all of the lairs and nodes on this plane. take this one out. Don't ignore it. It makes the neutrals stronger. It makes the neutral cities stronger with their forces. Gives them a couple of bonuses in combat. That combined with the constant droughts really made the AI struggle. Alright. +2 movement. Alright. Alright, we'll grab this as well. We'll Gaia's Blessing these. Forests are appearing everywhere. We're undoing the deserts. Finally, this world. It will become habitable. Droughts are a terrible curse that devastates your population and just wrecks your day. And part of the desert setting now is that you get random droughts in your cities. And I picked a desert world, so I had no idea that was going to be a thing. It caught me off guard. Well, haven't seen a mod for that yet. Maybe one day there'll be an American mod for Master of Magic. With cowboys and oil. But that day is not today. Just replace all of the races with just like Texans, Alaskans, Oklahomans. Special building if you're Texans, oil well. I really should throw a thing to heal them. Oh, what? Make another one. Okay, good. Okay, get a guy over there. Let's see. Okay, you guys. See, this place has a drought on it right now. It wrecks your population and just makes people sad. Any units you produce come out icky. Okay. Hey, this one's open too. You can see just everywhere. They're missing tons of cities. they weren't able to compete on this on these settings. The AI was just wrecked by them. But now that every tile's turning into a forest, they should actually be doing much, much better. My Roots of Gaia should finally be giving them some breathing room. Oh yeah. Yeah, giant turtles. There you go. Uh-oh. This looks bad. But I'm a conjurer, so I can fix that. Alright. Now, gotcha. Oh, you survived. Well then, another one. The Earth itself rejects you, Genie. I can't believe you survived that, too. Gene are tough. You can't tell me how to play the game. If I want to make the enemy stronger, I'll do it. It's a strategy. Now, we basically showed up on a planet that was unlivable. And our whole goal has been to make it into a livable world this whole time. We're terraforming this place. A break from our usual conqueror's mentality. I mean, we're still conquering, of course, but, you know, that's just kind of a side goal. A side hustle. And I'll take this. Oh my. Oh no, we're all kinds of cursed now. Where do you think you're going? Hey, get back here. Yep. Hey, Dune is gonna be our next game, apparently. I did the vote, and I've never seen a vote go unanimous before, but this time it is. Everyone wants Dune 2. So it's rather fitting. From Arrakis to Arrakis. Alright, pluck 'em. You know what's funny? The last 2 games, High Men and Goblins both offered a massive bonus, a massive benefit to us. But when I think of what I'd rather have, it's always, I wish I had Eaglemen. I don't think there's a single faction in Warlord that isn't good, that can't offer something. I mean, even Clacons, who are the poster child of worthless, even they provide you a nice holy bonus now, which is really good to put in your cities and your armies. Leave Wormy alone! There we go. Now he's healed up, sorta. He gets to attack again. I figured out how to attack 3 times in 1 turn with the worm. How about that? Okay. Let's see now. I'm conquering cities too quickly. I can't keep up with the spellcasting needs of all this new territory. But I will. Inevitably. Let's see, buy that. Okay. More buildings. Okay. That's a lot of buildings. So nice that it doesn't feel the need to inform me every time I finish a building with an announcement. So many small little things like the Ice Comet. This one's new. Is this an AoE? It's an AoE ice spell. Honestly, I'm not sure I want nature to have this. Nature's kinda got everything going on already. Giving them an AoE spell is... that's a pretty wild thing to give nature. Alright, we gotta get Guy's blessing on this one next. Okay. Guess you need a spiders. And there's something unknown over here. Boars. Man, Arcanus really didn't clean up their layers and nodes, did they? Oh well. We'll make short work of this. We sort of almost got one of the trolls down. put a... Here. I'll just put a spider here again. The defenses in these cities is, well, pretty bad, but whatever. I think what I should do is I should put a floating island here, and we can go after that next. I'll melt that next turn. More of those, please. Okay, ship these off to the east. Okay. I consider those first few basic buildings to be the most important in a city. Things like the farmer's market and stuff. They're kind of what everything's built on. Oh, hi there. I don't really want this guy doing any unsightly magic on me. Oh, no. Well, this isn't going great. Oh, that's better. Oh, they messed up a fighters guild. Yeah, I really need to get defenses everywhere. I just don't have the spare casting skill at the moment. Alright, let's see. Okay. I suppose I'll just push you down this way. Okay. Can I make friends yet? I've given you a lot of spells. I mean a lot. Finally! Here's change terrain. Okay, great. I can move through her territory without her being upset. That means we should have a very easy time hunting lairs and nodes now. About this, but there. All the things. Make all the things. Okay, and then you guys will jump down there. And you guys are almost ready to start hitting those. And you guys will hit those, and everything will be... What are you doing here? Didn't I send you this way? Go that... Alright, fine. 97.4! I do kind of want to cast Herb Mastery. Okay. Let's see. So, any... Okay, we got that. Oh, hey, look, there's another neutral city. I'm just taking this plane over, aren't I? Every time I cast Gaia's Blessing, we put down some more rebels, too. Meaning more taxes. Okay. This army, man, it really needs a couple more units in it, doesn't it? Tell you what. I'm just going to give them a couple of spiders. I mean, there's other things I could do, but spiders will be good. Then that'll help them claim all of these layers and nodes. Oh no. For the Lesser Aether Lord. Where's the Lesser Gaia Lord? And maybe a spellcasting hero so I have a chance of catching the thing. Come on, I need a hero with Black Prayer. I found Gorgons and a ninja. What am I gonna do with this guy, huh? Logistics is good, though. Eh. Okay. One more. Okay. Okay, let's see. Magic market? Sure, why not? Looks like you guys mostly have your foundational buildings in play. At this point. That's good. It's the comet from Outer Wilds! Hooray! Oh wait, no, that was a bad thing. Maybe we don't want to summon that one. So tempting to summon something else, but no, this is good. The spiders can actually provide some support to the war trolls. Okay. Now, every turn, we hit something. Hadriex are awesome. It's so cool when you get to make them yourself, too. Because they're so hard to counter. Planetary Mastery. Spell? Oh, it's the Earthquake one. Double output for ores. All nodes produce more power. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. 3 turns. Yeah, I'll cast it. Well, let's see. There's something over here. Is that more neutrals? There's another city that they've lost control of nearby. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on a second. I may need to cast some buffs. Oh. We don't have the oomph to hurt these, so let's add a Blazing March. Alright, let's try... Colossal Strength. Oh, you're the chieftains. Oops. Alright, hold on a sec. Small mistakes have been made. Okay. Alright, here we go. What is happening right now? This is not good. This is indeed very bad, in fact. Oh dear. Oh my. I got so used to stomping everything. Seven should hurt them. Let's see what else I can do. Okay. Blaze of Glory, Lightning Bolt, Petrify. Let's put down a Lightning Storm. I need more casting skill. One down. Oh, victory. Okay, that was closer than I would have liked. Okay, this stack is now ready. It can head to that plane and begin as well. someone who's running a D&D campaign. I don't know if it was a published adventure or something. I haven't heard of this one. It was new to me. It was the most fascinating setup. Oh, wow, there's Ice Comet. Basically, some Fae had come over to the material plane, and where they arrived, it was a prison. And they didn't know anything about mortals or how mortals live. They just saw everyone was in prison cells and assumed that must just be what's normal in this world. And so every time they find humans, they just put them in prison cells. Well, I'm not a criminal, I don't belong in it. That's what they all say. And I gave them a bunch of lock-related abilities. So when they hit you, instead of doing damage, they tend to hit you with status effects to lock you down in all these different ways. And every time they lock someone, it actually creates this little flying creature that he was describing to me. You can force the lock, break it, you can pick the lock, or you could try to talk your way and trick it into letting you go. It's fascinating. Ah! Another neutral. What? Okay, hold on. For once, I need you. I can't believe the worm fell to frickin' Bowman. You're an embarrassment sometimes, Mr. Worm. Alright, well. Slimy is leveling up. He's hit 180 EXP now. You know, he's got a couple extra hit points. He's a little bit stronger. Okay, I think this spell's really cool, but I'm on the fence about it still. Another one? Sure, why not? Here, let me just handle this real quick. Treasure! Everywhere we go, treasure! Never enough treasure. I actually managed to talk to him a few days ago. He seems to be doing well. He seems to be doing okay. He continues to work on his projects and things. They're running away. Running away, eh? Not no more. I suppose I could summon a champion and try to fish for a spellcaster that way. But I feel like I need to make a couple maybe I just make a couple artifacts and send Zaldron out. Hmm. Other dude I streamed with? I'm talking about John X or someone else. I've actually streamed with a lot of random people over the years. Hmm. I don't know. I don't have any plans to stream with anyone at the moment. Yeah, he's far away. He's been far away for a very long time. If he's ever in town again, maybe. Let me see. This is actually tough. Oh, let's try Icy Comet. That's ridiculous. I didn't do very much damage, though. How many times can I do that? Okay, so it only does damage to the one that you hit. Okay, alright, that's not so bad, actually. If it had done damage to all of them, it would be... well, it would be a bit much. I mean, it is kind of a bit crazy. Theoretically, you could freeze a lot of enemies with that. At the time that I am is the huge problem there. Gaia Mastery. What is this? It has a green spellbook next to it. The specialist has attained mastery of the realm of nature. Minus 50 casting cost of nature spell? That's insane. Minus 50% casting cost and a buff. Reform. Is this because I have more than 10 books? What is this? There's my Colossus. Ice Age. Each volcano near the caster gives max population. But we have roots of Gaia. You know, I hate these deserts so much I've decided to go the other way. No, we're making the world green. We're nice, really. Ooh, entangled to go with the thunderstorm. That's a favorite combo of mine. But I think you have to take Gaia Mastery here. 50% cost reduction? How could you do anything else? I think the only thing these can give me is gold mana and junky artifacts at this point. A low-end lair like this. It's not like it could give me a spell at this point. You guys need a defender. Let's see, there's some sort of down there. You know what's happening? You know why the score isn't closing out? It's because my forests are making all the AIs stronger by the second. It's dramatically strengthening them. So even though I'm constantly gaining here, it's a rising tide that raises all ships. Alright, let's see. There's another one over there. Let's go hit that. I think that's the last of the towers. Alright. Some smurgs. How bad could they be, really? They seem pretty tough. And they've got amplifier. But I've got Blazing March. Oh? I think not. I don't know, Freezing Rain plus Entangle plus Lightning Storm just seems completely catastrophic to me. I won't have much call to try that combo here, but oh hey, Nature Embrace, huh? Wow! Yeah, I need to cast this. Then I don't have to worry about defending my cities anymore. Let's see if Planetary Mastery puts us over. Alright, that's a lot of money. $98.2. Let's see what's in here. Fantastic beasts and where to find them. That's what's in here. Okay. I actually think of Phantom Warriors and Phantom Beasts as just hitting insanely hard. But they're not so bad this time. I guess I can leave this guy parked here. Well, I'll start with... Oh. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well. Let's try this again. Oh. I wanted to get a look at Freezing Rain. But oh well. Such an abundance of food, and we haven't even cast abundance yet. That's next on our to-do list. Perhaps a pile of buildings will increase our percentage score. Big ol' heap of the things. There you go. I had a ton of money. Now I have a ton of buildings. That was 10,000 gold spent in an instant. The magical ability of gold to disappear. It's a well-documented phenomenon. Yep, it's unfortunate, but, not really a lot of people living around me anymore. Oh, we crossed it. We're at 102%. We have won. We've won! Ah, well, there goes our high-level worm. Chaos Channels. Yeah, I don't think there was any way I could have possibly gotten... We didn't see a single lesser Gaia Lord, much less a greater one. So there's really no chance of summoning one. The only ones we saw were Aether Lords. Unless there was something like Atlantis to come into play and bring more of these into the game, I don't see how it, Honestly, being a conjurer didn't do much for me in this game, but it's mostly because of the desert world. So, something's gonna turn the desert world down quite a bit. The amount of droughts, it seems like the AI literally just couldn't handle it. I was able to just walk all over them because the droughts were so insanely... Well, we can look around. Like, a population of 6 in a drought, a population of a little bit better. Like, these should all be massive metropolises, and yet we're looking around and everything's kind of a tiny city. The world was just made too hostile. At first, I thought I was going to restart because the world was really hostile, and I struggled at the beginning too, massively. But once I got my stuff together, yeah. The AI never got their stuff together. Look at this. Population of 3. Population of 1. There's occasionally a good city. Occasionally, when there's not a lot of desert around it. But for the most part, they just never were able to get their stuff together. And the population really tells you the story. So, yeah. Honestly, nature has a hard time being a conjurer. They've got great summons, but they've got so many things that they want to cast all the time. Nature is really overloaded with good spells. Ugh, it's weird because, like, everybody else has limitations. If you're playing a life mage, you don't really get attack spells. You just get, buffs and healing and stuff. If you're playing, a chaos mage, you have a certain kind of game plan there. But nature's always had its fingers in like every single type of effect. They can do damage, they can do healing, they can do just everything. Man. And then they have things that only they can do on top of that. They even have instant death effects. But yeah, the city buffs and the change terrain, transmute kind of stuff, you can sink so much spellcasting into that. Then they have insane unit buffs, like Colossal Strength. So it's like they're also insane with regular units like War Trolls. And then they have really good globals too. And then on top of everything else, you have the summons. Yeah, I got Natural Selection super late. No, not Natural Selection. Survival Instinct super late. Yeah. Well. No, but it is the master of several, though. That's the thing. It's not master of none. It's master of transmute, change terrain, and city buffs. They have the strongest city buffs in the game. Like, even life is competitive. Life is competitive, but Gaia's Blessing in abundance, like, I can't... these are insane. These are so powerful. So they are the master of frickin' city buffs, and I would say that they're the second strongest summoner. I do think that Death has the best summons in the game on a whole, but you can make the argument for nature. I mean, Colossus, holy crap, Colossus. So anyway, we're gonna play Dune 2 tomorrow, and well, I don't really know what we're gonna do next after that. Probably another RTS, and then we'll probably do. We still need to figure out what we're gonna do with the worst wizard game. Not a lot of progress on that front. I might just put out a thing and we discuss and vote on 3 different things, and then maybe a vote to fine tune it a little. But we can look at my ideas here. Oh, Sorcery's got the strongest end game. Time Stop is so good. Yeah. Life Magic is the best with normal units, although Nature is really freaking good with normal units now as well, because Nature has the ability to you've got Transmute, which lets you get access to things like Adamant. Then they have that Survival Instinct thing, which gives them another bonus, and then they have buffs like Iron Skin, Colossal Strength, and all. Green-white is a hell of a combination. Always kill sorcerers. Okay, I need to unload the mod if we're gonna discuss worst wizard builds. Warlord is in constant flux. Can't figure something like that out in Warlord when I don't know what half the things do at the moment. I still want to try a bunch of the other retorts and see their signature spells. I'll have to try Conjurer again sometime and play something where the Conjuration is actually what I'm using to do everything instead of just trolls. Maybe I'll play Halflings. Okay. Though honestly, I think Chaos Mages are something I worry about more than Sorcerers. Now, Sorcerers can be the worst in the end game, but Chaos Mages just ruin your world. They just, like, mess everything up. It's such a pain. Hmm. I don't play Halflings that often. And they're different in this because they get a research bonus, but their military units are basically worthless. Even their slingers are kind of garbage now. Like, you can make the slingers work, but I mean, you saw what the war trolls did. The slingers aren't going to do that. Even if you buff the crap out of them and try to really build around them, there's too many things that have missile immunity now. And honestly, it's a lot to spend on what is essentially a low-end unit if you want to buff the crap out of it. You're just better off using something stronger. Even their rocks aren't that great. Okay, here we are. Alright, worst wizard build. So the first question was, what would the settings be? That would be the first question. And, I don't know, probably something like this. It's not trying to make... The challenge isn't make the harshest death world. It's worst wizard. So, let's see. So, one suggestion was to go with the old worst wizard thing, and I feel like I did that once. That would be 4 death books and then a crap ton of retorts as Kali. We could do that, but death is so much better in Caster of Magic. Seravi did so much for death that it's not nearly what the build... It's not nearly as bad. Let's see. Is people playing halflings? Really? Ah. Yeah. I mean, high men were also really good. Let's see. So... one of my thoughts is to go with a lot of blue. And then... let's see. Obviously you go Mirren, of course. I mean, obviously you're gonna pick something. That's a gimme. Problem is, I really do consider retorts better than spellbooks, and these are all good in their own way. Alright, this one increases power and stuff from religious buildings, but if we play somebody who doesn't have much in the way of religious buildings... let's see... no, not omniscient, cult leader. There we go. Astrologer is really great if you get nodes. Actually, we could set... you know, that might be worth doing. If we go back a step... we make the nodes suck. Okay, that gives us a little bit more to work with here. So, you're really good at nodes in a world where nodes aren't very good. You're a cult leader, leading some group that's really bad at making religious buildings. You're famous. I just don't have a strong opinion on this one. Okay, what else could we take that's not great? Rune Master is interesting. Makes you better at dispelling. Just because I'm not a fan of something doesn't mean it's bad. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Mirren. Gotta take Mirren. Okay, that's the limit. 4. I can only pick 4. So that's it. So there could be an argument to move these around to different picks. For now, this is one of my 2 guesses. Then you'd pick the worst spells, obviously, or least good set of spells. And then you would go with, I want to say orcs. You could argue that some of these are worse, but orcs are basically the slowest. Like even the elves, which have a slower birth rate, at least they have longbowmen. If you're stuck with orcs though, you really don't have any early game units, and then you're a sorcerer, so your early game magic is lacking, and then none of this is used. Unfortunately, Cult Leader works really well with orcs, so Cult Leader wouldn't be good with that. Clackons, on the other hand, they've got a bit of early game, but no other species likes them. So whoever you're hanging out with, anything you conquer isn't gonna like you. And there's not a whole lot that sorcery and Clackon, like, there's not a whole lot here that you really want. You can't even make a shrine. Let's see. No War College? Really? For the Clackons? No War College. Fine, whatever. No banks, no Merchants Guild. No, Clackons cannot get shrines. No shrines for Clackons. So, sorcery Clackons, maybe Chaos Orcs. That might actually be even worse. You'd have to trade Cult Leader out for something else. But Chaos Orcs, Chaos's best trick is Flame Blade. It's always been. You put that on your best melee unit, or ranged unit preferably. But with Orcs, you don't have a lot to work with. You've got just bowmen and stuff until way into the game. Barbarian is another thing. I've tried Barbarian a handful of times, and they always underperform. So, Sorcery Barbarian is a pretty bad combination. I know this because I've done it in the past. Yeah, they get thrown weapons, they can't get libraries. Not being able to build libraries, basically there's no research coming. If you're a sorcerer relying on your late game and your barbarians that your research is terrible, you pretty much have to conquer something else. You pretty much have to conquer something else to get your research done. So, yeah, those are my guesses. Clackons, Orcs, or Barbarians. One of the 3. It's either going to be Sorcery, Chaos, or a split of the 2. And these are my guesses for the worst picks. Although I'm not 100% confident in them, it might be better just to go all books. Yeah, you get a much stronger, you theoretically get a much stronger late game, but I mean, Famous is helping you out on turn 1. So is Astrologer. I mean, even if the nodes are really weak, you still have an advantage in combats near nodes. That could matter. I don't know. So, we have to figure out which one of these is the worst. Which one of these things is worst? Although it would be funny. I mean, we were just talking about halflings. You could, because halflings have the worst military in the game, and they just get a massive research bonus. Wait a minute, am I mixing them up? Wait a minute. Am I mixing it up with Warlord? Hold on a second. Yeah, their military's limited. Research. Okay, yeah, now they get a research bonus, and they're really bad at military. I wonder if there's a combination, like Warlord, Tactician, White, Red, where you could... It's like, I need military units. I'm really good with military units. But they're halflings. They don't know how to be military. I can't even build a barracks. I think you don't understand just how thoroughly CeraVe nerfed them. I don't think you appreciate just how nerfed halflings are. They're basically a completely different thing from what they were in the original game. They literally have... Literally any other thing in the game will kill halflings in melee every time. Lucky is not even doing them any favors anymore. It's still, I think Lucky is still there, but like they are really bad now. Really, really bad. Like insanely bad at melee. When I said you can make slingers work, think about that for a second. If you really try, you can make slingers work. And in Warlord, he only exacerbates it and makes it even more stark. Because although he gave halflings rocks so they can fly around on big birds, everybody else got crazier shit. Now, halflings are research, which is pretty good. It's unique. You get to your late game spells faster, and that's pretty good. But that's basically the only thing they have going for them is research and other factions like them. So you can conquer things. Yeah, but their slingers and their shamans suck now. Well, it took years of him editing things to get to that point. Yeah, I can show what I mean. Like, here, give me a second. We'll do a quick comparison of units. So, High Elves. We'll just compare them with the... Oh, it's a bug report. It crashed. Anyway, I guess we'll just let it go. The only thing... So, the reason slingers were good was not actually the lucky. It was the fact that they had more figures than any other ranged unit in the game. That's why in the original Master of Magic, slingers are so powerful. It literally just comes down to the fact that they had more figures. So you could have a magician with 4 figures, or you could have a slinger with 8. And then you could stack buffs on them, and every single figure would benefit from the buff. So if you put Flame Blade on a slinger, it was 8 times Flame Blade. Whereas if you put Flame Blade on a ranger, it would only be 4. And so once you... And Lionheart was the keystone. Lionheart was just plain stupid on slingers. It was the most ridiculous combo. So that's why slingers were so good in the original game. And although they still have those figures, as I said, he nerfed them into the floor. So I played it a lot. There's so many more missile immunity running around. The AI was so much more likely to stack magicians. I could never use slingers for anything other than fighting nodes and putting them in defense. The research bonus, though, I really like the combination of conjurer halflings, because I would research to a stronger summon faster, and I would get out a stronger summon earlier in the game. And then it didn't matter that my halflings couldn't fight. I had summons. Yeah, Klakons, orcs, or barbarians. Those are the ones. Yeah, it's got to be one of those three. And I can tell you that orcs are worse than they should than they play worse than they look. Like, they look good. Orcs on paper seem like they're really good. But from having played them a whole bunch of times, I can just tell you they're not very good. They're actually bad. Klakons actually might be the most playable of the three, because at least you have a strong early game that you can build around. But blue Klakons? They've got nothing. They've got no magicians, no shaman, nothing that you can put whatchamacallit on. I can't think of the name of it. It's basically the blue flame blade for mages, which is like one of the keys to playing sorcery early game, is that you can do that. And Klakons are just missing that tool. And then the fact that they don't even have a shrine, so you're sitting there with cult leader and you've got nothing. And then you try to conquer somebody else and it's just full of rebels because everybody hates being ruled by bug people. That's pretty bad. I mean, that's pretty bad right there. Yeah. Yeah, life magic with a splash of red. I could make Klakons work really well. But in blue, they're about as far from blue magic as you can get. I think blue barbarians and chaos orcs are also really bad, though. So we'll have to think about it. I'll probably put together a vote at some point with the different builds. At some point. Hey there, Buster. How's it going? Yeah, orcs are very well-rounded. That's probably their problem, is that they can do anything, but they can't do anything well. They're the masters of none in the game. Anyway, I guess that's it for today. And until next time and every time, this is Hadriex. Signing off, and catch you all tomorrow.